Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with all this? And welcome back to the herd with, or welcome if you're new around here. So this week's video, I'm just going to give you a quick brief, I suppose, of where I've been, what I've been doing, what's been going on with me. So if you saw last week's video, actually it was probably more like the week before, if I can remember correctly. Time's sort of running away with me at the minute. That's basically why I haven't been here for a little bit. Not to mention that I caught the dreaded C to the O to the VID. Oh yeah. Avoided it for 2.5 years and it finally got me. Finally caught me. Or I caught it, should I say. Yeah, not pleasant, not nice, but I'm getting there, slowly. Still recovering a little bit, but that's basically where I've been. A combination of two of those things. Scheduling of things, needed a break just to recharge my batteries, collect my thoughts. And now I'm back. So, here we go. I've turned the air filters off. As you can probably hear, it's quiet. Turn them off, because I can turn them off now. Because those baby front hoses have been moved into a tank now. They are free swimming, they are growing nicely, and I will show you them, don't worry. But yeah, they're doing really well. After our whole incident that happened a while ago. But yeah, they're all doing really well, and I will show you them. But yeah, I thought I'd catch you up on their progression, what they're up to. Yeah, so I've turned the air filters off, turned all the lights on. I'm going to feed these guys and get them started with their day. They're all just starting to wake up. It's all a bit calm in here. Yeah, they're all wanting their food. They're all wanting feeding, all wanting breakfast. So I'm going to get on with that and then I'll come back to you and talk about what we're going to do today. Okay? Yeah, I got a comment on the NorthFin video and he'd said that he was having issues with the NorthFin Flakes. Now, obviously replied to the comment and spoke to him about the flakes. I don't personally use flakes myself. I use the pellets and I use the different size pellets, which I explained in the video. But he said he was having some issues with flakes and his fish not actually eating it. I believe they were community fish. I don't believe they were African cichlids. So I found it interesting. I thought, well, I've personally never tried the flakes, so I thought I'll give them a go. I'll see what if there's an issue with these flakes, or see how my fish respond to them. I'm not going to try them with Mbuna because Mbuna will just eat anything, you know what they're like, greedy. But yeah, and he'd mentioned another brand that he uses successfully, but it makes his water cloudy. So I think he was in a little bit of a unsure about what to do next. I don't think his fish weren't eating the NorthFin food, but it was the flakes. The other food that he was feeding his fish, they were eating, but it wasn't as nutritionally beneficial for them, and it was making his water cloudy. So, you know, I always say, do what you think is best for your fish, do what you think is right for you and what is right for your fish. You know your fish better than anyone. You know what they eat, you know the water quality, you know your filtration systems, you know everything about your tanks. Take advice from other people, but ultimately, you know your fish better than anyone. So I was curious to see if it was something as simple as, say, naughty dog syndrome, which is what I call it. Whereas dogs will, if you start feeding them pure chicken or pure meat, when they're not eating their normal daily food, whether that be kibble or whether that be wet food, if they're feeling a little bit under the weather, and you start to feed them something else to perk up their appetite if they're not feeling too well, and then when they are feeling better, they refuse to go back to their original food. Naughty dog syndrome, as I call it. Your dog will hold out and not eat the food you put down it in hopes for something better coming along. Yeah. And if you give in to that, then your dog's won. He's accomplished what he set out to do. Getting that better quality food. Or not so much, I wouldn't say better quality food, I would just say more tasty food. Same as if when you're trying to transition from a lower quality food to a higher quality food, sometimes issues arise. It's a bit like feeding takeaway and then going to a salad the next day. It doesn't taste as nice, does it? No. It's better for you, but it doesn't taste as nice. So I was curious to see whether this was perhaps the case. So I thought I'd test it out with the flakes to see if there was actually something that I was missing here, something about the flakes that perhaps my fish didn't like in comparison to the pellets. I thought I would give it a go. So what I've done is I reached out to Dandy Cichlids, who sent me the package of NorthFin the first time, and he delivered as usual. He's such a good guy. He delivered tenfold. So what I've got to show you is I've got some flake food. Obviously I can't experiment with this gentleman's fish, but I'm going to experiment with mine. I'm going to give it a go and see whether it is something in the food, or whether it is perhaps the consistency of it, or whether it had something to do with the food that one of the viewers had. Perhaps it was naughty dog syndrome. Perhaps these fish just like the taste of something else, as he put it, less nutritionally beneficial food for the fish. Put it that way. It is difficult. Nutrition is so difficult, and there's so much that goes into it. And I'm not judging anybody, and I'm not here to make anybody feel bad for it. It's just, so it's about what works best for you. There's lots of other brands out there. It just so happens that NorthFin, in my personal opinion, is the best quality food out there for my fish at least. I find them to thrive a lot better with that type of food. However, like I said, what I'm going to do is I haven't personally tried the flakes, always use pellets myself. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to see if that does affect my fish. If it's something that they don't like the consistency of it, they don't like how palatable it is, whatever's going on with it, we shall see. I'm going to normally do an experiment like that, so sort of like for 2 weeks or so, as long as they're eating okay and as long as they're doing all right with it. I'm not going to do it with every single species in here. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do it with a display tank, because that has the most variation of cichlid species in there. So I'll give that a go. Check out my video on what's in my 200-gallon tank, so to find out what actually fish is in there, and you can see which fish that I've experimented this food with and see if this applies to any of yours. But I'll be interested to know if anybody else has encountered this problem, or was it a one-off. I know some people have said that the flake food makes their water cloudy, but obviously there's a number of reasons why that could be, which I suppose we can get into at a later date. But yeah, let's just see how my fish fare with it. Now, I'm going to show you the babies. I'm going to show you the babies before I forget. Show you how they're doing. I know, they are so cute, aren't they? Yeah, these are the babies. Can you believe it? Can you believe that these are the same babies? Those tiny eggs. That's them. Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? I have grown so much. So pleased with them. Absolutely adore them. They're waking up in here. Everybody's getting a bit spooked, I think. They are waiting for the food, so I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to feed them and see how they fare with this flake food. So stay tuned. Okay, so I've unboxed all the food. Take a look at what has actually been sent. Again, Dandy Cichlids has outdone himself. So grateful that he sent me some of this stuff. I only actually asked for one. I only ordered one, but he sent me all of these, so very happy that he did that. So don't forget to check his website out. He's one of the leading distributors for NorthFin in the UK. He does lots and lots of different varieties of food, which I'll show you, and lots of sizes as well for all the different sizes of your fish. So let's get into this. Now, the one which I'd ordered, this is what one of the viewers had actually made a comment about, saying that his fish wouldn't eat them. So I thought I would give it a try. Considering, like I said before, I've only ever used the pellets. I've never actually used the flakes, so it'll be interesting to try these out with my fish and see how they fare with it. I was looking at the ingredients, and again, it's got all that good stuff in there. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the ingredients and health benefits and all that stuff. I've done that previously in 2 of the other videos, so if you want more detail on nutrition and all the listed ingredients in there, go check them out. I've quickly looked at it, and it's got all that good stuff in. So it's got the high DHA omega-3 herring meal, it's got kelp, it's got Arctic krill meal, so all that good stuff in there. I'm quite happy to do a little experiment with these because I'm happy with the food that I'm going to be feeding to my fish. See if there is a difference between the pellets and flakes. So we will find out. He also sent me some kelp flakes, so I'm really excited to try these. My trophies will really enjoy these, frontoses will enjoy these, and the bristlenoses and their babies, they'll really enjoy this as well. What else? Krill, another one. I'm excited to try the krill one in the flake formula, so this will be really good to try for those as well. And also I don't have a lot of community fish, but I've got 3 tubs of the stuff, so yeah, 3 tubs of the community one he sent me. I'm all set with those ones. I've got 4 different types there to give it a go on all species of fish, and we'll see how they fare. He also sent me, again, outdone himself, just in case, I suppose, the flakes didn't work, because this was sort of an experiment. He also sent me the Cichlids 1mm pellets and Cichlid 2mm pellets. So they come in 3 different sizes, so I've got these 2. Just in case that the flakes didn't go down too well, he sent me back up. So thank you for those. Also sent me 2 different sizes of the marine one, so size 1s and size 2s. This is also really good for more vegetarian fish, not just for marine fish. They are specialised and specially formulated for marine fish, but you can actually use them for fish like trophies, frontoses, things like that as well. So just a little tip there. And oh yeah, krill size 2s. Again, there's lots of different fish that I can use this for, so really excited. What else? All 3 sizes in the veggie formula, so 1, 2 and 3. So I've got quite a few of those. If the flakes don't work out, I have backup. So yeah, this is going to be our little experiment, see how this goes. I'm looking forward to it, actually, seeing if there is a difference. Don't forget, if like this viewer, he had issues with the flake formula, don't forget that they do it in pellets as well. So if you still want that NorthFin nutrition getting to your fish, you can do it in pellet forms as well. Like I say, it's whatever's best for you. It's just an idea to try, maybe. Just like how I'm going to try the flakes and see how that works out for me. If you've used the flakes in the past, perhaps maybe try pellets. See if that works out any better for you. So I think now we'll give it a go. Try and feed everybody. See how this goes. that's it for another video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, let you know every time I upload a video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz, and I will catch you on my next one. Bye. Okay, so I've unboxed. Stop laughing at me. There's got a dog hair on my lip.
Mom, I
Dog hair on my lip.
think that one's good. Yeah, I love the outros. I like it.